How's everybody doing? Today, here we are. We've made it another week, everybody. How are you feeling about life? Do you love it when he goes, I love it. Otis McDonald, what's up? Thank you for your music. Thank you for your generosity. All right, everybody. So you're another week alive if you're listening to this. Does that feel good to you? Or are you like on the fence about it? You know, not so long ago, I used to say, I used to ask people this question. Do you love life? Yes or no? And almost everybody loved life. Almost everybody answered that they did. And I was the only asshole who would always be like, no, not really. It's way too difficult for me to say I love it. But I don't know if it's, my life has changed for the better in so many ways. Obviously my life with Damien is so happy. Well, I say obviously, I mean, I don't know how obvious that is to anybody who doesn't actually know me firsthand, but it's probably pretty obvious. I have an amazing job that I am obsessed with. That is the only thing I ever wanted to do, et cetera, et cetera. But the flip side is I have such a horrible health body. My body gives me problems all the time because I have so many health problems. But anyway, so I used to be the only one who would be like, I don't love life. However, and I think it's also COVID, weirdly, has made me love life more because I want the old life back, that I'm realizing how great life really was. And so I would say probably in the last year, I would always answer, yes, I love life. Isn't that? And I didn't really realize that. I think it's been a slow burn with me realizing, God damn it, I love life. This is not what I expected from myself. And I'm a little disappointed. It seems less cool or something. But you know what? It is cool. It is cool to love life. This reminds me of on Freaks and Geeks where, what's his name? Mr. Rosso, the counselor. He's talking to people about not drinking. And he says something like, well, you think you're not cool if you don't drink? Well, maybe if you don't drink, you are cool. And everybody just rolls their eyes and laughs. But I was Mr. Rosso. I had that attitude for so long, especially as a young person and a high schooler. Like I thought it was very cool to not drink. And, so much so that I started the, Students Against Drinking Club. So yeah, there you go. I'm all over the place. Let me hit pause. Got to take a drink of coffee. Don't worry, it's still decaf. I treated myself to buying myself coffee after, oh my God, I haven't told you guys what I'm riding high on here. Okay, let me get ready to say this. Now, I don't want anybody to feel left out or sad because they haven't gotten it yet. So I'm very sensitive about this. Like, I'm not going to be posting a selfie. I'm not going to be doing it like that. But you guys, this is like talking to a friend, talking to you guys. So let's level with one another. We're going to be honest. We're going to share our good news. At 11 a.m. this morning, which was an hour ago, I got my first dose of the Moderna vaccine for COVID. So right now, I'm touching my upper left arm. It feels a little warm. And that's where my vaccine was given to me. And I got to go to my local pharmacy to do it. I got an email from my doctor saying I was eligible, and I got to just, go down the street to the pharmacy I get all my medication at, and it's at a grocery store where I get all my groceries at. And it just felt like, I don't know, it felt like family there. I know this is, I'm over romanticizing it, but sorry about that. I had to hit stop because not only did I just get vaccinated or half vaccinated, I also just sent off my newest body of work to Los Angeles for my show at Moskowitz Base. So that was exciting. But yeah, back to the main event here. I just feel really good, and I like where it happened, and I treated myself to coffee after. I didn't drink coffee before I went. I said, you know what, just wait. And I bought a glazed donut and coffee, and I'm enjoying that right now. In fact, I'm going to hit stop again and drink some more of this decaf. I'll be right back. I guess a more professional podcast wouldn't just hit pause and say, hey, I'm going to go drink some coffee. I'll be right back. But who cares? This is not a professional podcast, so that's what I get to do. Yeah, so anyway, I hope all you guys are doing well, and those of you who are eligible and who want to get vaccinated are getting vaccinated. I just can't wait till all of my loved ones are in the same position and I get to see my family soon now. And I know you guys have not gotten to see a lot of your family members. I mean, this is just all good news. And now, why don't you guys weigh in? If you listen to this during the day and you want to, should I take the day off and just relax and enjoy, crochet, weave, do those kind of things? Or should I just get back to work and start drawing again? I'd kind of like to take the day off, which is rare for me, but then again, I'm also very excited about all my drawings. So you tell me what I should do. I'm going to start reading. We're going to keep this one a little bit short today because I just wanted to, basically I'm recording a lot earlier than I normally do on a Thursday because I was so excited. You guys honestly feel like my friends, and this was something to share with you. So I am reading from Wishes, Lies, and Dreams, Teaching Children to Write Poetry. This is a book by Kenneth Koch, and this is from HarperCollins Publishers. I'm going to put a link in the description. I have more and more teachers listening to this, and I'm talking about K through 12 teachers. So whether or not you are an art teacher or a reading, literature, writing teacher, whatever they're called when you're young, I think that this book has a lot of great inspiration for very innovative ways to teach youngsters how to be creative and how to kind of dig into themselves and get kind of wild with what their expressions are. And I've read from this book a few times on here, but it's never enough for me because these are my favorite poems that exist. And this particular section, I'm going to read Kenneth Koch's description. This is called A Swan of Bees. So it's broken up into different categories, different assignments. And this is him teaching poetry to Manhattan classrooms of PS 61. I think this was in the 70s and 80s, or maybe just 70s. I can't remember the dates, but it doesn't really matter. And here is the Swan of Bees assignment. This idea came from a third grade comparison poem in which swarm was misspelled swan. The accidental compound, swan of bees, seemed to me interesting and even exciting, and I thought that if it also appealed to the third graders, I would have them write a poem with a lot of such objects in it. They liked the swan of bees, so I gave them a few more examples of the phenomenon. A window of kisses, a blackboard of dreams. I asked them for some. When everyone had caught on, I asked for a poem in which there was a swan of bees phenomena, also turned up in the used to / but now poems, which were the next ones they wrote. There are other ways to present this idea. It is really the elementary idea of form and content, a poem of words, a table of wood. The Swan of Bees had a certain advantage in being fantastic. It made the children think of strange and wonderful combinations. One could begin by giving some examples with objects in the room, by picking up a world globe, for instance, and asking the children what strange substance it might be made of. Or the children can be told they own a magical factory where anything can be manufactured out of anything else. They can make a hat of dreams, an automobile of words, a boat of chalk. And that is the description, and let me read to you a couple of my favorites. And if any of you guys want to do this, I'll do one, and I'll share it with you next week. Let's all do one, and send it in to me at what's the email address? mereadingstuff@icloud.com. Yeah, go ahead. And in the title of the email, so that I can find them and I'll read my favorite one, go ahead and put Swan of Bees in the title of your email, and I'll make this happen. I'll read my favorite one. Little mini contest, actually. You know what? Spur of the moment contest. The winner, and this is just me judging it, so I kind of feel like an asshole, but the winner will receive, what should they receive, guys? They're going to receive something good. I don't know what it is yet. I'm looking around. I have so much stuff I could give you. It's insane. You might get a Modelier. You might get one of my books. You might get a million stickers. You might get Harry and David's oranges. I have no idea. Just somebody's going to win and somebody's going to get something. So do this assignment, send it in, mereadingstuff@icloud.com, and I will pick a winner next week. Okay, Somebody Gave Me by Mercedes Mesen. Somebody gave me a paper of dresses. Somebody gave me a hair of colors. Somebody gave me a rose of roses. My mother gave me a skeleton of skin. Somebody gave to me a shirt of stories. Somebody gave to me the sky made of sugar. My sister gave to me the lights of hearts. I got the chair of red. Somebody gave to me a sock of chocolate. That's Mercedes Mesen. By the way, these guys are in third grade, so that's pretty awesome. All right, here is my second favorite. Or actually, this is my first favorite. This is by Arnaldo Gomez, and it's called Strange Things. A window of roses is like the 50 stars in the United States flag. A house of flags from all the flags all over the world. My head is as big as the world. A river of the color red and real shiny. There you go. Arnaldo Gomez there, third grader from Manhattan. PS 61. This book I can't recommend enough to anybody. If you just like poetry, I mean, this kind of puts so many poets to shame. These kids do. As always, just like kids and people who are self-taught in anything are always better than anyone trained. I mean, I hate to say it, but it's kind of true. That's all I have. I'm going to keep this one short, like I said. Again, contest is open. Do a Swan of Bees type assignment poem and send it on in, and I will judge it. That's about it, guys. Sorry, I'm like swimming in elation and kind of lightheaded, to be honest with you. So if I am repeating myself too much, I'm sorry. I have nothing else to share. Just wanted to be excited with you guys. Thank you so much for listening. Have a good rest of your week, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.